they're kind of running out of ways to say the same thing.
Gotta almost ask yourself, who would even set trends anymore if everyone's afraid to take a risk? This is the most, like, Allure Harper's Bazaar thing I've ever seen. Makeup trends for fall, no makeup.
No makeup. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Throw your makeup away.
Yeah.
Oh my actual God.
Lord Farquaad. Red lips.
Red lips. You know what else is an autumn trend? Jeans.
Fire hoser.
Hoser down, give me a comb.
With champagne.
And no champagne?
No champagne? No cocaine?
Yeah, well, I think there was cocaine.
Do you know what else is going to jail?
Not the lifted lace.
No, I really want to try. And the reviews were amazing. Sold out. No.
Well, everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Beautiful and Bothered, and I am bothered.
Have mine.
I literally, okay, so this is, was that a burp? Yeah.
It was from a dark place.
Totally.
Yeah.
This is why we were saying set alarms, do everything. I literally we are recording on Beyonce's birthday. Happy Bay Day, September 4th. And it's from last week. It was the moon teeth whitening device. And you told me to do it before. And I just was like, let me go do it right now. And it's sold out.
I should have just.
You got one though. Yeah. You use it. Tell me how it is. And if it works on you, then I'll just
because somebody said it works after the first use.
That's what I mean. It's like, so.
If it's really that lit.
Yes.
I'll like.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
So if this is your sign, if you haven't watched last week's episode or you have, make sure to set the alarms because it's only, I mean, it's almost 5:00, but still, motherfucker. Yeah, I literally just went and it said sold out. So
damn,
I do this for a living. I told you to all set an alarm and I didn't even. So today we are doing fall makeup trends.
Yep, and I pulled it from two different. So you haven't seen these yet. You were kind of like peeking around, but
yes,
I had to pull two different articles from Harper's Bazaar and Allure, and I realized that something a little bit interesting. That there's less trends per season.
Okay.
I think going forward, because I think they're kind of running out of ways to say the same thing. But then when I was looking at these trends, I'm like, what?
Ain't that the truth?
So with that being said,
I know.
To start off, did you see this message from Gaga?
Yes, I did. Casey said it. Casey yelled it on the couch. She was like, Lady Gaga teased like when her first single was coming.
Because I saw this and I thought
I'm like, when? Soon?
I thought it was an AI thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like stop. But she landed in Venice.
Yes.
And then in Italian, it's all written here. It says 04 October, the Joker in theaters. And then it says XX October, LG7 first single. Okay, so I want to ask you something.
Yes.
And I want to see if you feel the same way, if we're on the same wavelength. Out of all the snippets that we've gotten from the end of the Chromatical Ball film to, what is that, like Garden of Eden or whatever that's called, and then Abracadabra.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, which one
is the first single?
Which one are you hoping is the first single?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, because I think all three of them had that same really hard, like electric vibe. Abracadabra sounded a little messy. Like that was definitely felt like it was demo-y or whatever, like, or could be like a transition, an interlude. She loved an interlude. Based on the sounds, I also think it's gonna be the first single is the Dance in the Shadow of the.
It was the most
whatever
fleshed out idea because it was in the end of the movie to tease that.
Yes, I don't think they would have put that in the end of the Chromatical Ball film if that wasn't going to be the first single. Yeah.
I'm hoping,
and that still sounded very.
Oh, I'm excited. Very Dance in the Dark.
Yes,
that's like by far I think my favorite song of all time from her. But Abracadabra I think has potential, but I'm not getting too excited because it's going to be Aura. All over again.
Or it could be a completely different thing.
And then it's going to be like the music video and it's just going to be her in a top hat. Oh no, she's done that before.
Yeah.
Applause.
Oh my God, that music video, her coming out as the goose. The goose with that neck.
And just.
Yeah, literally. That was the first Chick-fil-A girl. Literally, girl. Yes. In that leprechaun suit jacket and the horse legs.
Looking like an armadillo.
A centaur.
Girl, she was looking like that armadillo green jacket and then with the
horse legs.
Girl.
And the horse legs. Yeah. A centaur.
Legs.
Harry Potter centaur.
Mama.
Yeah.
On that dirty mattress rolling around in her bra and panty.
I know.
She said, I got this hip replaced. Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What if we did the choreography laying down?
Yeah.
And then my that big Amazon package downstairs is my Halloween trees I told you about. So I'm so excited to decorate because we moved in our new house last year, the last day or the very first day of November. So I didn't do any fall decorations because it was too chaotic.
We were here recording the day of Halloween.
You're right. So we moved in. It was
that week,
late 20s of October.
And there was no time to prepare for Halloween. So it was
because we were telling the story of
candy,
you
bleaching my
your hair. Yeah, getting trick-or-treaters. Because I did not anticipate how much we were moving to a trick-or-treat street. Oh, yeah. So, because it's very suburban, I
would say this whole area is very, which I like.
Which I have to say as well, if I was a kid, this neighborhood would be phenomenal to me. And there really wasn't that many. Because I just feel like kids don't do it anymore.
No, they do that trunk or treat
which nonsense. Is so sad. It's so sad. There was nothing like...
treats make me really sad.
I know. Nothing like millennial trick-or-treating.
Like going out with a pillowcase.
Girl. And my parents just said, be home.
Be home at this time. And no, and I don't even remember my mom saying be home by a certain time.
Yeah.
Because she knew I was with my friends and
That's
my
what I mean.
one cousin was around my age and we always would hang out. We were at somebody's house too, after the fact. So as long as I said I'm here, you know where I am.
Yeah.
There was just something so different about it. And it was so much fun. And it was running through the streets, just
that crisp fall air.
Oh my God. There's nothing like it. And today I got a little whiff of that. And yesterday I smelled that fall and I said,
dead leaves. Yes. I am so excited for fall.
Yeah.
This was too hot this
We
summer.
have to think about what we're going to dress up as for a Halloween episode.
No, I've already been thinking of Halloween looks.
Yeah. I'm I think I'm going to go a little bit less than last year. Meat dress. You are not buying a headpiece. You are not buying contacts. You are not buying. You are.
Do you remember those contacts were like sand? They were crusty.
Mama, they were
disgusting.
8 years old, and you revived them.
I can't believe I could have went blind from those.
Mama,
you got to do it for the gig. That's
it was
what
so.
takes.
I mean, it was great. It was fantastic. But maybe we should think about what we're gonna do.
Yes, I'm very excited to decorate for autumn. And I got those. I hunted forever on Amazon and found brown artificial trees, obviously, but they look just branches and they're pre-lit and they twinkle. And it's a dark brown, faux wood. And I think they're 5 foot tall or whatever, but I'm going to put them all in the front of the house. I got 5 of them and then put pumpkins and hay and everything between them. But the reason I got those, little design hack, because you know how we have those those flower beds in the front of the house there, which there's nothing in them when we moved in. I don't know if the old owners just didn't plant anything, but there's nothing in them. So the fake things I bought, I'm actually going to dig a hole and bury them so they look like they're in the planters. And I was if I do that every year, I don't want to have to change it out every season or whatever. So you clocked it the minute I showed them to you. Was I got these specifically where they're darker wood, so it goes with autumn and Halloween, but because I didn't want white. A lot of fake trees are the white with the white lights on them, and that doesn't really work for Halloween or autumn. So these ones being that fake brown wood, it can double as Christmas.
Yeah, because there's no leaves in Christmas.
That's what I mean.
You need bare bones and just lights.
With the twinkle. And then I'm going to just
hang a little ornament on them.
That's what I mean. I'm just going to change out the stuff between them.
Yeah.
So then for Christmas, I'll put stuff between the trees for Christmas. So I can have them up, especially in New Jersey, for the fall and winter lasts 8 months. Yeah. So, so then it's also not empty beds during the fall and winter. I'm so excited to do it.
I love decorating for fall and Halloween especially. Halloween is just ingrained in me. I think I said it here that every time I had a birthday party as a kid, my August. So my birthday is in August.
Yes.
My mom was like, what do you want your theme to be? What do you want? And I was like, Halloween. And then she was like, okay. Yeah. And I was like, no, I want everyone to come dressed up on my birthday. And if they don't, get out.
Yes.
And it was so cool. My mom would always hire people. She hired a mad scientist one year. And it was really, she had this whole experience. And it was wow, lit. Yeah.
Rich. My birthdays were a flat rectangle Duncan Hines cake.
Oh, I love that.
That was it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wonder if we would have been friends. I feel like we would have been.
Absolutely.
I feel like if we went to school together, we would have been friends.
Oh, God.
Because I wasn't like a theater kid, but I like hung around the girls that would hang around the theater kids. And I feel like we would have crossed paths and been friends.
Yes.
Because I didn't have like a lot of male friends in school because they were all either doing the most and I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Or they were doing the absolute like, I'll like hang with you guys, but I have soccer practice. And I'm like,
yes.
ew.
Yes.
Go away.
Yeah. You never had male friends in elementary school?
Barely, because I felt more comfortable around girls.
Okay.
And all the guys wanted to go like play a sport during recess. And I was like, girl, I'll do like kickball. I'll do something fun. Y'all want to do like wall ball? Did you ever play that? Throw the ball against
so.
And like that was always fun, but the guys would get too competitive and start screaming at each other. And I was like, we're having fun. You're making this
We're all going to show up and we're all going to have fun. Yeah.
Yeah. They were Abby Lee Miller.
Absolutely.
They were like, if you don't do this right, you're off.
Yeah.
The bottom of the pyramid, you.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Like it was that level of like, I just never felt comfortable around these other boys in elementary school. So I was just with the girls. Okay. We were talking about Tic Tac flavors and what boys were cute.
That's funny. See, I was friends with, up until like 8th grade, like mostly, I was friends with girls, but like, I don't know, maybe it was like a different time or whatever, but like you didn't really get like, I had a couple girls I would like hang out with outside of school, but I did have a lot of guy friends because I was more, when I was younger, like 7th grade and younger, I was like a rowdy class clown, crazy, like a little like boyish in the set. Like I was so bad, it wasn't even like you have to move away from everybody else your desk. Like my desk was
next to the teacher,
touching the teachers away from every other student because it was her last straw of like you have to stop talking and like what, because I was just ADD. Like yeah, so I was rowdy and crazy. So I got along with I had a group of guy friends that we were like nuts.
Wow. Oh my God.
And then once I discovered theater, like 7th, 8th grade, then it was like all in to that.
I got really mouthy in like high school, but I was never like a class clown. I just got very like, I would talk back and get mouthy to people. I was like,
yeah.
Well, I was like, what are you going to do? Punch me?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, my lip is Makeup by Mario Tan and Revlon Bare It All. Bare Affair.
Yes.
Bare Affair from Revlon.
What is it? Bare Fair?
Bare Affair.
Affair. Okay.
Yeah.
And the lip liner was Mario.
Mario and Tan. Get that out of the way now before I forget.
Before we dive into it, I was thinking about fall makeup, like, and what you get excited for, which this is the Die With a Smile Lady Gaga music video eye makeup, by the way.
Yeah.
New House Labs eyeliner.
I tried.
Yeah. No.
Girl, I had to go in with the almighty Revlon liquid liner because I needed, you know what, I needed big chunky lines that I could do graphic liner with.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I'll do the New House Labs. Mama, it was not it. Because looking at her makeup in the video, I even went to the girl,
who did
Alexandra's page who did the makeup for it. And I was like looking at her like close up on Gaga and it was such a cool graphic liner. But then I'm looking and I'm like, okay, like maybe she used House Labs for this. Girl, maybe she did and she had a lot of time.
Yes, I know.
I tried to make it work. I was like, not today.
That stinks.
It was just not it. So
I was thinking about fall makeup and like and I feel like because I've taken like a makeup hiatus for such a long time, diving back into like the studio being done and gonna do a full face of makeup and everything again, it's like I almost have there's like other things I want to do first to like catch up on, like 90s, you know,
Sunset Blush from 3 months ago.
Yeah, like I'm like I have to do the tightrope of like what to dive in with, but with fall makeup, I'm a brown lip. That's that brick, like dark burgundy red. Eyes, I feel like I love doing like the oranges and the greens. Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Pumpkin chunkin.
Yeah. I love a good like cranberry eye. A good cranberry eye with like a deep lip or a nude lip. Oh, game over. Wrapped.
Yes.
Have a nice day. I can't.
Yeah.
Like a good like deep cranberry smoky, like a halo.
Yes.
Like cranberries blacks and then just like even because I don't like gold, but I'm gonna like try more gold.
Yes.
I
want to do, if I ever do your makeup, it's going to be like gold.
I can't like,
especially because you haven't like a little bit more of like a warm complexion. I feel like it would look so good. I know. I love it. I also, interesting, I don't think I've ever said this out loud to you, is I hate, but not that I hate it, but I don't like the way a halo eye looks on me.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, because I think it's something about the way, obviously you're contouring your face with eyeshadow.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just something about that darkness and then that carved out, that brightness, when I bring the darkness in here with the halo eye, I don't think it like snatches me. It doesn't.
That's fair.
Make me feel as, but then ironically, I love a street walking jet black smoky eye, like just everywhere, or a dark, deep chocolate brown smoky eye, like girl.
Like a rich.
Rich!
Was it Emma Chamberlain at the, what is that, the Met Gala, when she had that brown smoky?
Yes, it was.
That rich brown.
Oh,
that's what I want.
That's the only time you'll catch me with like all matte. Like just velvet, because I've said this. There's something about
black velvet.
Black velvet in the dead of night. That just rich brown, matte shadow that just looks like velvet on the eye. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's to die for.
Yeah, it really is.
In other exciting news, we also both applied for Sephora Squad.
Yes.
I waited till last day because I forgot.
It's okay. You got it in.
Yes, we got it in. We both applied before, and we told our horror stories of, I think it was the very first year I like blew up on social media, I applied, and I was a finalist. And so I was like the last, like out of 50 people, I got down to 50 people, and I was literally peeing on an airplane toilet and found out I didn't get it. So talk about like degradation, like and I was like,
you're in an airplane toilet shaking and there's turbulence. You smack your head.
Yeah. Like
they're like, by the way.
Yeah. The door flies open. I'm crying. Like, pants around my ankles. Just so
go back
degrading.
To Casey, like, hey, yeah. And he's like, oh, you didn't get it?
I was by myself. I was flying by myself. Yes. I was flying for like a trip with YouTube, something. I was going to LA or something.
God.
Yeah. So I came close. And then the year after that, I don't think I applied. I think that's when I applied for the Ulta Collective and got that. And then obviously couldn't do this. But we both applied for Sephora Squad this year. And they do the testimonials, like just to leave testimonials for people basically saying like why they should be on Sephora Squad. So if you want to help us out, both of our testimonial links are in the description. So after you're done watching this, just hop on over there and...
It's a few sentences.
Literally.
They limit your character, so say something nice and say something why we deserve it.
Yes, leave a little testimonial for us.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so first up, I have a few different snapshots of what this means. So this one is from the Harper's Bazaar. So this is Rockstar Liner to kick it off.
This is from a runway show, I'm assuming.
Yes, these are all from Fashion Week.
Interesting hair decision for this runway look.
Those brows pointed up. Penciled in going up.
Oh, God.
But then somehow still chose to fill them in at the end.
I know. Girl. Okay.
But can I just say, I love this liner look of like this semi-graphic liner where it just like, this almost gives me like almost like a vine where it's branching off in different directions and it's very fluid.
Yeah.
I will say I would have loved to see the brows a little more, maybe a choice whether they're going up, down, to the side, left, right.
Yes.
Come on now. It's the locomotion. Like, babe. Pick a fucking lane.
Absolutely.
The skin just looks undone.
Yes.
It just doesn't look like they finished the rest of it. It almost looks like they contour with something too gray.
Yes.
On the eye and the base.
Yes.
Lack of blush.
Oh, lack of any color. I will say as well, like, because it's funny, your eyeliner's kind of giving this. You know, as a makeup artist, how you like do makeup on people in your head, but it's not what people think where I'm just like, oh, this is how I would do it. I can feel myself like a phantom feeling of like what it would be like.
Picture it, right? Like, you know how they say that thing where if you look at it's crazy. If you look at something, you know, if you put your tongue on it, you know what it would feel like. So if you look at something in the room right now and imagine licking it, you know the texture of what it would feel like on your tongue.
So I've never heard that, A. But B, yeah, you're right. That's really wild. Yes, exactly.
Like, look at anything.
Yes, literally, I'm thinking about it. Absolutely anything. Yeah. That's weird. That's weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
So I can imagine, like, when I'm doing, I know what it's going to feel like to touch your eyebrow, hold your thing, and do your liner. Like,
that's what I mean. It's more
I
than
can feel
a thought.
my pinky
It's
resting on your cheek.
Absolutely.
Like,
yes,
I
it's
can
a
feel
feeling.
it.
It's a phantom feeling.
I know what it's going to be like to lick this chair right now.
Exactly. And so I say that to say, thinking about doing this on you is like, you can't do this if you have hooded eyes.
No.
Like, because this would disappear on you.
No,
like,
it's gone.
So that's the thing about, I wish they elaborated a little bit more about like, or
well,
did they
if I had face tape yanking me 3 inches of my life, I could do this too.
Isn't that the gag? Here's a fall trend. Step 1, face tape.
Do
like
a rock star liner, but hold on, snatch yourself,
duct tape your forehead up.
and just
like, yeah, so
like,
we can see your
come
lid.
on.
Did they give more examples? Of,
yes.
Okay.
So another example, I'm going to zoom in here, which I thought was kind of cool. It's the whole eye.
Okay.
So it's more bold.
Lady Gaga Chromatica Zane Lowe interview, but this is symmetrical. Yes. And like, okay, so where are we doing this? You know what I mean? You know.
What I don't like about this is that this is a look,
yeah,
but it's a look of the lazy. Because, I don't want to do eyeshadow. I don't want to put lashes on. It's the look of the lazy.
Girl. And that's also my other aspect of these magazines is like, you were saying, this is Allure and Harper's Bazaar.
Mm-hmm.
I almost wish they like consulted with makeup artists. Like, I'll say it, people like us, to be like, what do you think fall trends are going to be? Where if I was ever approached with that question by a publication, yeah, maybe I would review runway looks from the previous season, like the upcoming season that already happened because they're always behind.
Yeah, to set trend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then, like high fashion, because, okay, this is my point, is even runway shows, 9 times out of 10, the clothes you're seeing are the elevated couture version of that clothes. Everybody think of the Meryl Streep cerulean speech. It's then getting dwindled down into the whatever bargain bin you fish that sweater out of. Like it's getting distilled down into ready to wear fashion that you're gonna buy in Zara, etc. Nordstrom's.
People can swallow and taste and be able to take in.
Exactly.
Everything is exaggerated at Fashion Week for the drumroll fashion of it.
Exactly. So,
including
Allure and Harper's Bazaar, it outs that you don't really know what you're doing here, that you don't have the wherewithal to say, maybe the makeup is also elevated. So like, who in the world are you telling this is a trend to?
Because if
Barbara from Oklahoma is going to open this article and do
go
this
into
eyeliner.
Stop and Shop like this, and then everyone looks at her like she's insane.
That's what I mean.
Because they said this is a trend.
We would have looked at the trends and distilled it down to the equivalent of ready to wear. What would Rockstar Liner look like going to Stop and Shop? That's what I always wish for.
This isn't attainable for makeup consumers. Even for people that consume makeup and content the way we do, I'm not doing this every day.
No.
I'm doing, and that's the thing. It's like, but just do a version of Rockstar Liner. So they show, like, the first one is more attainable.
Yes.
But even for that, for someone that
very
doesn't
high
have
skill level.
Well, that's the thing. People don't have the skill level to do these types of looks. And even the third one that I have here for Rockstar Liner, you're pushing it.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to have a floating wing that is a third of my eye with no other liner. So it's just going to be this floating triangle and then not even connected.
Girl.
So I'm supposed to walk around.
That's what my eyeliner used to look like when I was like learning how to do a wing on hooded eyes. Like her. Like, so that's what I mean. I just wish it was more distilled down into makeup for every day. Girl, don't even zoom in on that lip, that J-Lo lip, that wet caramel mud.
I knew this one was going to get you if I zoomed into the lip.
That is jail. And that's not even like this is a magazine publication photo. So you know what I'm saying? This should have been fixed. This isn't a live Getty image of the runway.
This is literally J-Lo's lip.
Yeah.
Somehow patchy lip liner with too much gloss.
Girl, only around the edges, no blending in with that gloss that disintegrates the lip liner.
And then this Romy and Michelle hairdo.
Hairspray. Yeah. Amber Von Tussle.
Yeah.
And my thing too was like what aggravates me, especially using runway makeup, which to be honest with you, I don't even really think, unlike fashion, because that's the point, I don't even think runway makeup should be a predictor of trend, because unlike the clothes that that designer may have worked a year on, makeup artists 99.999% of the time have 5 seconds to do their job. That's why they're doing these let's chunk the whole eye in 5 seconds, because I can throw barely any foundation, a lip gloss, and then the statement will be, there's only like when you're doing runway fashion week makeup, there's you can literally pick one thing that is going to be time consuming. And by that, I mean maybe take 10 minutes per person, maybe. And that's got to be the focus. So let me do this chunky Gaga liner, and then I can throw powder foundation on and a lip gloss. So why is that a predictor of trend? Something birthed out of rushing. And it should be taken from somewhere else.
I feel like because there might have been an uptick in the amount of larger liner looks that we were seeing from designers that season, but that indicates that's the trend for the upcoming, just because designers were choosing this look for their runway show does not mean that this is what people want or need.
Yes.
And then some of these trends are just like, okay, this is what you want people going out like.
Yeah.
Because some people follow this like it's a Bible. So next up, we have high wattage blush. So I want to break this down. High wattage.
Yeah. Bright.
Does anybody want to explain to the class why we have self-tanner just on the cheek?
Girl, what is that? What is that photo?
Self-tanner, it looks like.
Oh my God.
Up to the eye.
Girl, Honey Dijon in the center of the face. Everything about this photo. What is going on? With the pose, the flash, the artistic style.
Lack of any other makeup.
Yes.
Not a lip. Not a lash, not a shadow, not a brow.
Listen, orange blush. That's our trend for fall 2024. Orange and yellow blush. However, the other missing element of this is like telling people how to pull that off.
And also, this is not pulling it off.
No.
You're telling people this is the trend. So I'm not going to fault anybody if I see someone like this. Unless you listen to this.
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, and I think you all know better.
Yes.
This is not correct.
Not good.
How we have gone through.
It's coming down to the outsides of the lips.
Can we talk about that? We've been in, like, let's say an oversaturated blush market for at least 2 years. So, and we've gone through it because blush placement has been the high topic of conversation. So how did we get from apply your blush to get a lifted look to now just apply your blush from edge of nose to temple?
Edge of mouth. Edge of mouth.
Edge
bitch.
Of glory.
Literally, it is in her smile lines. All the way up to here.
Under the eyes.
Under the eyes.
This looks like her cheeks are stained with iodine.
Yes! Girl. Yeah, is that what that is? That medical thing that turns orange?
Yeah.
Yes, iodine, girl.
Girl, like it just, and with her eye color, because you could see this like kind of like twinkle of like a warm orange in the middle. If you bronzed her skin.
Oh, yes.
And did a nice warm eye.
I know.
And then this blush where it belongs.
Yes.
It would have been beautiful.
Because even like if there was a different lip choice, like because we have a lip choice, but and that's might be her natural lips or like just a pH thing, but it's so springy pink that like even if you color that tone on the blush on her skin tone is not bad, but
the placement.
That's what I'm saying. You can't just say, do this one crazy thing and hope the rest follows.
But I want to know.
Roll out of bed and throw orange blush on. That can't be.
Paper plate and just go, no. Like,
when you're done eating Cheetos, go, like, girl,
so
just Joker it up and out into the ears.
There's another example of this. high wattage blush. Keep that in mind.
Oh, no.
This is a normal amount of blush. And I don't even think it's the right choice of...
I'm more knowing other issues with the makeup. But
because if I saw this photo, I would have said, what is this trend about? And I would have said sculpted brows or sculpted eyes. Blush?
You know what this is too, girl? The white girl who picked this photo doesn't understand the kind of blush black girls need to wear, so it shows up. So she thought this was bright.
She said, I see pink.
Girl, that's called blush on a dark-skinned woman.
I want to take a mattifying smoothing powder and set from the edge of the nose all the way here, middle of that face. She needs to be powdered.
Girl. And this much makeup without a lash?
I'm just like, it's unforgivable.
Those naked eyes.
And I feel like, truthfully, they might have picked this photo for like an eye look instead, like a diffused shadow smoky look, like a softer smoky eye. Because this does not, the focus of this is in the brows and the eyes.
Absolutely.
There's really is.
More mascara on the lower lash than the top.
This is like...
I can't believe they picked this for high wattage blush. That's what I mean. The white girl that picked this photo doesn't like, has never seen a girl with this deep of skin with blush on before. And she was like, oh, that's risky.
Isn't this shocking?
That's bad. This is bad.
Shall we go to the next?
Yes.
I don't even know what's next anymore. I actually forget.
Tell me that is not the photo that would be in a old school book that was in your mom's hair salon. Remember those books with all those 90s hairstyles?
Or
of like,
the pictures around the salon that they were yellowing around the salon.
Faded! Yes, like the Chinese food
menu.
Just like, yes.
And they're all like,
girl, like, tell me
these like horrible hairstyles hanging around the salon.
As if someone in rural New Jersey was going to open that book up and go, give me this, Margaret. And honestly, I'm distracting myself from the makeup. This is so foul. I didn't even look at the trend. What's the trend?
Whimsical brows.
No! Oh my God, whimsical.
Look at that brow. Look at her real brow.
Girl, that's what I'm saying. This is rushed runway makeup that you're trying to put a name on.
Whimsical? This is anything but.
This is anything but.
Whimsical? Isn't that synonym fun?
Yes.
Adventurous?
Lighthearted.
Nice?
Locals.
Kind? Local?
This.
I can't.
Take away the Marlene Dietrich line through the brow.
Sure.
That's all eyeshadow. So what is the trend? To take a brown pencil and draw one line? Because that's the only thing happening with these brows.
And honestly, it's getting so lost in the real brow and the smokiness of this eye. I get the eye is supposed to look like grungy and dirty, and I'm with it.
Oh,
I would have actually preferred this look with no brow.
Yes.
Give me no brows, no brow fill, no nothing.
Yes. Or Rare Beauty
clear brow gel.
Brow gel. I would have slicked them down and let them dry almost up, and then stuck and laminated, done the skin, and then done this eye. So that at least the hair was all clean and
set
flat,
in place.
but not fully glued. But what the hell is this? Oh my actual God.
Lord Farquaad.
Oh my God. In the morning, I'm making waffles. Kevin.
Yeah.
Who is this for?
These peanut butter chunky brows glued down. They had time. This is what they had time for.
Oh.
At Fashion Week. These are whimsical?
Oh my God.
These are whimsical, Johnny?
Girl.
Johnny, whimsical?
Who is this for? Oh my God.
No, and this, okay, but here's the thing.
And we did all that. We didn't put concealer on.
I need everybody to pause right now with me. Don't actually pause the video. Stay with me. These are trends that they are suggesting that everybody should be doing and that they are predicting are the 7 fall makeup trends that you at home should do.
Yeah.
So grab your glue stick.
Yeah.
Grab your powder.
Spread that peanut butter through that brow.
And then take an ash brown and one line.
The thing, girl. We're putting this black Lard Farquaad wig on, and then we use, what the hell is this? A taupe eyeshadow?
And
powder.
Everything about it, because I think the face is so bare.
So
I'm like,
jarring.
These chunky peanut butter brows are really scaring me. This are
is bad.
It's oatmeal.
It's oatmeal.
It's
oatmeal,
giving
girl.
oatmeal.
Those
brows are unforgivable.
Yes.
This should have a smoky eye to distract you from that chunky brow cover.
I can't even look at it. I can't. This should not even be on the list. And I mean,
the fact
I don't
that
even know.
With this Scream 3 Courtney Cox bang that we got going on.
I don't even know what to make of this, because when you
berries
said
and cream, berries and cream,
berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. When you said they were running out of ideas, I thought it was going to be like another word for wet skin. But they went so far in the other direction.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about this. This
I know what to say about it. Ew.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Bold lashes.
Oh my God. This picture is everything. This is bold blush, whimsical brows, bold liner, and lashes. Like,
yeah, this is me in 2016 going to my shift at Sephora.
Holy shit. Yeah.
We don't know.
We threw everything but the kitchen sink at this look.
Yeah. Shall we move on to the next bold lash? Oh, let's.
Not a feather lash.
Oh, no. Not a feather, Johnny. Chunked with glitter and rhinestones.
Crystal lashes.
What a good drag name.
Crystal lashes. Yeah.
Now, I want to point out that there's a lash on the outer, lash underneath, and a lash in the crease.
In the crease? What does this look like with the eyes closed?
Can they even close their eyes?
Yeah.
This Princess Leia braid on the side with this one string of hair, and then
those
these
bangs.
baby hairs laid down.
Those bangs.
Baby hairs or bangs?
That's me when I have a breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah. I see. And you're just laying them down.
And curling them with a curling iron.
And then you're screaming, berries and cream.
A
berries
tight
and
Marcel curling iron. Yeah. Holy shit. What in God's name? Ew, that gives me like weird spider phobia. I don't like that.
This is so wrong.
Oh my God.
These like twisting every other which way.
This is why I didn't do individuals on brides.
Yeah.
Because I would say to them, oh yeah, you're in the middle of the ceremony, just you want that fucking lash.
Yeah.
They're going to be going like, woo.
The wind starts blowing and it's
like twinkle lights. No.
And then this white shadow all in the brow.
God.
Making her brows gray.
Yes.
And the white liner, the what
Ew.
were we thinking?
And you know what this look needed? To just pack the white eyeshadow on the outsides of the brow to make them Vulcan-y, to make the brows nice and... Because it didn't have enough intensity with what it was doing.
No, this wasn't Black Swan enough for them.
Absolutely.
So they said, no, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go full tilt and put 4 clusters from Ardell under the eye.
Individual lashes. Ew. Oh my God.
And one thing to make this maybe blend in a little bit more, no bottom mascara, just to at least show where it's coming from.
Nothing. And
no, I see where you glued them.
Then we took Trixie Mattel 305, cut it into a 1.5 inch strip and glued that on the outside of the top.
And said,
just up there.
Good luck.
Nothing on the inside, nothing. Okay.
So now we have the trend called ColourPop, which they're going to sue.
Sue? Yeah.
Mama, these blonde lashes are just, Mama, it looks like fox fur.
And it's freaking me out because it looks like they put regular mascara on, but then they added these fake. Like that the blonde were fake.
It looks like the blonde is on the outer third half and it's like tapered in. Like, I don't like when people get lash extensions and they try and add like white in there. And I'm like, that's not looking right.
Not a place to get foolish.
No, and we're getting like white and like, I'm down for a little colored lash, like a blue or purple. But when they get too light, it starts to do more harm than good for your eye shape.
Yes.
And it makes it look very off.
Yes.
White, blonde, brunette even. Mama.
Girl.
I don't know. Because brown mascara sometimes, if it's a little too light, if it goes too blonde.
Yes.
Mama.
It looks ashy.
You're getting like this weird, and even for a blonde.
And I also have to say, going back to the trends, what about Cinderella blue eyeshadow garage door is fall? Maybe spring, but to hit that, like, you know, a little on the nose. But what?
I feel like they saw somebody wearing blue eyeshadow and said, fall. Wig.
What are we? You're bald. Like, this looks like it's from a spring runway. Look at the dress.
Even the dress. And then the next one, same color pop trend. This is more...
Okay, this I can fuck with.
Like, give me all that color under the eye. Love. And especially with this dress.
Yes, girl.
And like the pantsuit, rather.
I'm vibing with this.
The mood of this, like, deeper lip to clean skin, and then this neon green into like a deeper like green eye.
Yes.
This is how you do a pop of color.
I love this. Because also too, you could just do a really clean eye, like a little bronzer in your crease, liner, mascara, whatever, and then take any pop of color, even to, if you don't want to bring it so Trixie Mattel here, like low where she would put her white, just do it as though you're highlighting your inner corners to have that like I love
color.
That when it's right
like
in the dead.
Out. Yeah,
yes, in the tear ducts, and then very like, especially if you pick something like this kind of chrome, like we just on
the Danessa
Patreon unboxed the new Danessa Myricks Lightwork 6 Freedom palette, and like that is literally almost exactly what it looks like you could achieve that with. Oh, so stunning. Yes, I love this. To give that chrome look on the inside, that's a great idea. Cruella de Vil. Red lips. You know what else is a autumn trend? Jeans. That's what that's this.
Halloween costumes are trending this fall.
That's like saying jeans. We know we can wear a red lip, and I know I can wear jeans. Thank you.
But when is red lip not a trend?
Every season. That and glowy skin.
So summer, spring, and winter, red lip.
What kinds of reds? Why? So on and so forth.
And then they even went to go, let's be daring and put this picture in of a red lip because it's deeper. That they chose a deeper red, and they were like, oh, but have both reds. Both reds work for fall.
Yes.
Both reds work all year round, but a deeper, and they were like, but if you don't love the bright red, do the deep vampy option. I was like, okay, that's what we've been doing in fall for the past 800 years.
Yes.
But, okay.
Which also another thing, to be honest with you, like if you're really going to scrutinize, because let's get super analytical here and say, what kinds of red lips, gun to our head, is kind of more appropriate XYZ. This to me is screaming winter, is screaming holiday, especially with that lip is stunning. It's the tone of this lip and the finish of this lip.
More
the way
cranberry.
They highlighted it. It looks like a Christmas ornament. If I'm going to talk about fall lips, I would go more matte. I love that matte look in autumn. And talk about the ideology of red lips, like what red lips are best on who and why, maybe kind of a thing. Like which this model is a glowing example of what I'm about to say, is if you have cool toned skin, that is why you want to stay away from orange-based reds, because the orange in the red lipstick is going to bring out every single patch of pink in your skin. So unless you are preparing to do Sherwin-Williams full coverage shellac foundation to get rid of every touch of potential natural tone bleeding through, an orange lip like this, look how patchy her foundation looks, which it probably is, but still, it brings out the pink in your skin, where if you wear someone like you, that you are so yellow, you look stunning. You wore an orange lip one time on the pod, and it looked unbelievable. Like even my friend Bethany, who has freckles everywhere with fire engine red hair, stunning with an orange-based red, where if you're cool tone, going more blue-based red is the thing to do. Like, they don't know what they're doing. Say something of value.
Yeah, or say, do a deeper lip liner with a more balanced red for your tone.
Exactly. And then in the spring, I would that same ideology, but then I would just make everything go a little bit lighter. Not your burgundies and your deep colors. That's where you
bust
get
out the coral
in between
coral
your
pinks
and your reds. What are we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then holiday, tell me how to do a lip like this with that high shine gloss that's going to last.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like we didn't see this coming.
Okay, exactly.
90s grunge.
This has been on these lists
This has been on the list in the in the fall and winter before. What else but fall? But it's spooky season.
Grunge.
Well, look dirty, look grungy. But so first of all, that hair don't match that lip, match the nails, match the eye. Nothing matches nothing.
And other than, I guess, if I photoshopped just the smoky eyeshadow and liner, what about this is 90s?
Nothing
about this is 90s.
Nothing matches the trend here.
Nothing
if I was
about
thinking,
this.
So first of all, if I'm thinking 90s grunge, the nails, amazing. But if they were like a deep plum, that's 90s grunge.
Yes. This lip is not 90s.
Give me like a copper bronze nail. The eye, believe it or not, I'm going to say is maybe a little too structured for grunge.
Yes.
And I would think grunge is more, there's a purpose to it, but there's not as much structure to it.
Girl, when I do grungy looks, I literally put black eyeliner in my waterline and my tight line underneath my lashes. I run it, close my eye, and I go like this.
Yeah.
And what happens. Yeah.
That's grunge.
Not the face tape, blending this eyeshadow out, ripping with a clean line.
And what about this?
It's a smoky eye.
What about this eye look then calls for a salmon pink lip?
Yes.
A 90, if I'm thinking 90s grunge, you best believe I'm busting out my yellow tone browns.
Yes.
And I'm
girl
with a deeper brown liner just to sculpt the edge of the lip. What about this? And the nails are a choice, but if everything else was more brown, I could almost let the nail color go. But the fact that the red is fighting the pink in the lip, fighting the smokiness of the eye, fighting everything else.
With her green eyes.
I just don't. What about this is not. And the hair?
Oh, God. Well, I mean, that is insane. Again, man, these everything with editorial is how fast can we do it?
Yeah. So just
hose her down.
Fire hose
her down. Give me a comb.
With champagne.
And no champagne?
No champagne? No cocaine?
Well, I think there was cocaine, but hose her down and comb her hair like a little French boy and call it a day.
And then pin it back and then say makeup.
Does anybody have a butterfly clip to hold these bangs back while I rake a orange brow gel through her eye? Like, nothing about this. The contour, the brow, especially 90s, the lip.
Also this pose of I can imagine her just standing there and they were like,
girl,
show us your nails. And she goes,
yeah. Yes.
It's just
this is these look like they got them out of a salon book. This would be in the manicure section for nails.
It would be.
Girl, this is like a home rural salon
because the hair is not right. So they were like,
this was a nail picture.
It was.
Absolutely.
So the next trend, Johnny, is called diffused eyeshadows. And by that, they mean blended?
I guess.
Because
what eyeshadow?
Nary an eyeshadow in sight.
What eyeshadow? Why would they even use this picture?
It's so diffused.
It's because it's blurry.
But
that's what they meant. Put eyeshadow on, take a photo of yourself with a fingerprint on the lens and post it because it'll be diffused. Okay, well, I'm going to correct this. So what I like to do, I have it on now. You probably can't tell with the lights, but I took the Lunar Beauty, the orange again, and it was like orange. And I'm still doing kind of the sunburnt blush placement on my face because it's still barely the beginning of September. But what I would do with something like this is not only very Chapel Rowan, bring that blush in a normal placement there. And then I love just doing a dot, especially if you're doing a liquid blush, of it here and here. Mm-hmm. And have it coming from the outsides of the lids up like
meeting
that
the blush.
Meeting the blush, because then it'll look not only married in with and you could do the same with powder. Just do your powder blush here and up this way on the outsides of the eye. Because then the whole color you're using as the blush, it'll be very monochromatic and diffused and blown out, and it'll look really pretty. I don't even know what this is.
They took a bone color and they diffused it. And again, our next fall trend, so daring, is barefaced beauty.
First of all, she is 15, so she doesn't have makeup on. So they mean no makeup.
So brow gel. Barefaced. So you're saying...
Girl, she has no makeup on.
So for anybody that doesn't want a trend, do a lack of a trend...
This is the most like Allure Harper's Bazaar thing I've ever seen. Makeup trends for fall, no makeup.
No makeup. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Throw your makeup away.
Yeah.
What I have on is no makeup. And I have makeup on.
Fall makeup trends. Let this sink in. All of these were saying
fall.
Do this for the fall. So do you want me to be a barefaced beauty or a rock star liner? What do you want from me?
Literally.
It's everything or nothing.
Or nothing. Christ. No.
All dolled. You can't read the doll.
You can't read the doll.
The doll's in the house.
Girl, this looks like...
It's giving me arachnophobia on the lashes.
This looks like you in your Pat McGrath look and Tammy Faye Baker had a fucking baby.
Yeah.
A baby? Are you baby?
You're going to make me vomit.
Are you the baby?
Girl, this is...
I'm the baby. But when you wear this look, you have to go around and say that to everybody.
I'm actually getting chills and I think I'm going to throw up.
I'm baby.
They're going to be... You're going to... Do you know what else is going to jail?
Not the lifted lace. Girl, I could stick a whole finger under that lace. What is this?
I want to know how many lashes and what this took to get them chunky dunky like this. And you want people to be a barefaced beauty or a doll, honey?
Oh my God.
Well, like, what are we talking about?
And to be honest, I can't even extract what, like, if you, oh my God. Like, try to distill this down. Like we were saying, like, turn this from editorial to ready to wear. I don't even know what to say about this.
I don't even know how you make this attainable.
I don't even know what to do.
How do you... Okay, let me ask you that.
This makeup, whoever did this, has no business. This is horrible.
How do you, let's say, make this attainable? So I'm going to blow out my hair. I'm actually going to put something in it to take out the frizz.
Yeah.
I'm going to put on a 301.
Literally.
And a lot of white eyeshadow again, up to the brow.
Specifically, also the white eyeshadow has to go under the eye.
Under the eye, also to highlight the face.
All here.
Unblended.
Instead of concealer, use white eyeshadow.
I can't even imagine how much mascara they want somebody to put on to then chunk their lashes together.
Ew.
This is so...
Look at that brow. Ew. The cigarette ash gray underneath.
Because of the white. I think they put more white.
White, and it made it ash.
And then also... No structure to the brow.
No.
Because what doll looks like this?
What are they doing? I want to like...
She looks so unhappy.
Who do I call? She looks fucking... That lace. I cannot believe they put that... You know they didn't even notice that. Not only at the runway show, but when pulling this photo. Is this a joke?
That's going to
I want to speak to the manager at Allure.
So does that lace.
Girl, it kills me who puts these lists together. Did I ever tell you this tea when I interned for Out Magazine? I interned for Out Magazine.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I interned for Out Magazine when I went back to college for one of the fall semesters. I was there for like 3 months, unpaid, in the city. So that was fun. If you ever wanted tea into these like magazine publication, online publication like lists, they had a partner with, it was around holiday because it was the fall season. So this would have been like November, December. It was some menswear line. I don't even know. Let's say Perry Ellis. Like, and it wasn't Perry Ellis. I forget the name. But they clearly worked out a contract or a paid thing with Out Magazine where me as the intern, do you know how many gift guides Johnny, as the intern, knew nothing about fashion, knew nothing about this brand, had to the guy who was in charge of me said, go to their website, pick 6 things, and write a blurb, write 4 sentences each about why this
is a
gift during the holiday season. That's when I learned I would never like work at a magazine doing copywriting because there's only so many ways to tell, like, especially a menswear, like to say you need this bag that I know nothing about, or the designer. And like, I was the intern doing it. So I said, and lo and behold, it went up on the website.
Wow.
So that's what I mean. So what Allure intern, they don't know anything about the industry when they're doing this.
No, they're coming up with these names all dolled up. If I had a doll
I had
that
to do
looked
the
like
same
this,
thing.
I would have been calling
Dead because it would have killed you. Yeah.
honey.
Mama!
Yeah,
coming
like-
up with that eye.
Yeah, Talkie
Yeah.
Tina over here wants me to fall down the stairs.
Yes.
Like, girl, nothing. The Twilight Zone
Girl.
that this baby doll has, I don't want her. She's getting returned. Gift receipt? I
Girl.
hope so.
That poor model.
It's a fall trend.
Next one is subtle cat eye. So
Subtle.
is it subtle or is it
Rockstar.
graphic liner?
So
Like-
do you want me to do Rockstar? What is that Nickelback
They're basically
song?
just listing steps. Fall trend mascara. Fall
Yeah.
trend foundation.
Fall trend, either wear eyeliner to your hairline
Yeah.
or do it. So, and what really gagged me is that the product tagged underneath this was the Bobbi Brown gel liner.
Not that.
Not that gray ass black
No.
liner.
Not a baby.
Girl, and not like this cheerleader bow wearing fucking JoJo Siwa looking bitch. I'm not
Yes.
doing nothing of the sort.
Girl.
And honestly, this is child's play.
It is.
That wing, that unsharp
Yeah. Girl.
hook, Captain Hook liner, you
Girl.
want me doing?
Oh my
No, babe.
God.
It's a wrap
Yes.
with no shadow,
Nothing.
no lash,
No lash.
no
No
lash,
shadow.
no champagne.
Oh.
No, babe, it's a wrap. So, what was your favorite, if any?
The eyeshadow.
The
The
pop of
pop of color.
And then what was your least favorite?
Not periwinkle blue.
No, the green.
I mean, girl, I hated all of them. I hated all of them. They were either misguided, wrong, lazy, ridiculous, no makeup, barefaced, or that all dolled up. Whoever approved that should be fired. That was unhinged.
And honestly, what really pisses me off is that I'm not saying that going barefaced isn't okay. I'm saying it's not a fall makeup trend because then you're telling people to either wear glitter lashes or nothing. So I'm like,
Swarovski crystal
we're-
lashes.
We are literally not taking a stance on trend.
Exactly.
If you're telling me to do everything and then all of a sudden literally nothing. Literally don't put makeup on. I'm like, that's not a trend. That's a choice.
Exactly.
That's a choice to my day off to wear nothing.
Yes.
My trend, if I do want to wear a glitter lash, not really a trend that for fall. That's
yes.
because one designer did it during their show. It's a thing now.
Yes. That's what I mean. We literally just pulled pictures from shows.
I want to shake down the people at Allure, Harper's Bazaar. I want to take charge of this.
It depends on what you're defining as a trend. It's like, is it what we're going to do this season? Does it lend itself to the season in an artistic way? Is it a reminder of something that maybe people forget about during that season? Like, it sounds silly, but even I would put on this list like fall beauty trends. Stop forgetting to use SPF the minute August is over. And that's where it would be keep using your Supergoop SPF 50.
If you bareface it with SPF.
That's what I mean. Barefaced with SPF. Bring trends into fall, because even I'm guilty of it. Like, come, at least back, especially when I was starting out with makeup, like, come fall, any SPF, any tinted SPFs were in the trash. And I was painting on matte lacquer because it was like fall cut crease
We
Nikki
were
tutorials
the
time.
dolls.
That's what I mean. It went mama. Like, it
Yeah.
was the like.
Yeah, you sit me up and my eyes open, put me down my eyes.
That's what I mean.
It's the doll.
It was matte city.
Yeah.
Like, you get sun damage all year round, baby.
And take something, maybe if we're going then artistic, take a stance and say bold lashes, fine. But maybe like I would say like burgundy mascara. Try burgundy. Switch out your black mascara for burgundy this fall.
Absolutely.
Why
That's
is that
great.
so hard?
I know.
I could come up with these in real time right now.
Yes.
And if we're going to say color pop eyeshadow, no, take it a step further, define a color.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm even if you want to be fucking lazy and write like monochromatic, which
What?
exactly.
What chroma color?
What color?
color?
What are we
Tell
doing?
me.
What do you mean?
Or I would say like I said, cranberry eyes.
exactly.
How about green?
Yes.
all green shadows.
Girl.
Do you know how many like brands would benefit from if we said
actual makeup artists doing this?
And just saying that like this is what the trend is? Because if we look at all the palettes that have come out, it's all boring. It's all the same colors. But if there were brands actually, and this is, I do fault the brands too and the makeup artists doing these shows because they are not being creative enough and coming out with a product that is different enough.
Yes.
So everything from all these brands, all these makeup companies is all looking the same.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody is going to come out with something different, we're going to get the same looks over and over and over again.
Exactly.
But then it pisses me off, again, going back to the red lip conversation.
Yes.
Why not say a deep oxblood lip liner with a true to your tone red?
Yes.
Your tone red with this, and then a guideline, how we even saw in the makeup ads, if you're this color, there's these 6 different reds. Depending on what your undertone is, this is the red you go for. Or have like a balanced red that works for pretty much everyone with an oxblood lip liner. This is the trend.
Exactly.
Matte.
Exactly.
Why is it so hard at this point to point out a definitive trend?
I know.
And just to take a stance as a big magazine, as Allure and Harper's Bazaar, a big corporation, to say, yeah, we're going to set the trends. What happened to that?
I know.
Why are content creators and influencers and anybody under that umbrella setting trends when these people are so lost that they're relying on runway shows, which is, again, going back to the beginning,
totally
not attainable? This isn't who's doing, you know what? Okay, fine. I'm going to wear lifted lace. It's a trend.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna wear a wig. Go get me the wig from the Pat McGrath video, and I'm gonna
girl
lifted.
Yes, absolutely. Because you know what it is. I think one time it was like, I think I saw a video of a kid. He was more of a fashion creator, and it was fascinating of him almost explaining like how the internet and social media has ruined the organic, culturally, societally driven wave of trends. Where if you think back, look at fashion and makeup in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Completely different from one another in 10 years. The way we're dressing and wearing our makeup now, 1993. You know what I mean? Other than like DMC, like, you know, obviously like musicians and TLC were wearing very exaggerated versions of the clothes and so on and so forth. But your everyday person, my mom was wearing jeans and a shirt. Like nothing has evolved because social media in a weird way is just this giant fire extinguisher for the natural course of taste. Because there's always this thing now that's subliminally in front of everyone all day, every day, that is keeping everything the same. And if it is slightly changing, it's more an emulation of an influencer who is telling you to do something a certain way, rather than someone decided to wear bell bottoms and then a culture decided to wear bell bottoms and then it went to multiple states and multiple whatever. And then all of a sudden the trend took over the country. It's not that anymore. Which is
sad because what defines, and I love that about a period when we look at go-go boots.
Yes.
You know when they're from. When you look at bell bottoms, you know when they're from.
Yes.
And trends come and go. Sometimes things come back in style, but we are not going to have those definitive moments in our culture of like makeup and clothes because we are so all over the place that's like,
what I mean.
When you look at the 2010s, it's like, okay, yeah, there was like certain little trends here and there, but like not the early 2000s even, I would say is when the last time we really had a definitive like, okay, there was like certain things in the early 2000s. And then after that, it just drops off because everyone got to a point where they're like, I'll just wear whatever.
That's what I mean.
I'll just do that. There's nobody coming out with anything that's really like appealing to the masses where I'm like, everybody loves this. This is great. We'd rather wear cargo pants.
Yes. And that's the thing is like, I'm not even talking about, young people, because I think young people will always have their things. Like people right now, 20 and younger, know slang I don't know. They're probably wearing clothes I don't, like different things. But that's different because you're in that experimental time. I'm talking about adults. Because again, think of the 20s through the late 80s,
It was all
90s.
the adults. It wasn't the kids' fashion.
I'm talking about adult
fashion.
trend. I'm not talking about Billie Eilish is the thing, so kids are dressing like Billie Eilish. I'm talking about adults. And that's 100%. What I mean about where even you just said a great point of trends always come back. But again, the thing about the last 30 years, literally think about that. In 30 years, what we've done has gone from this to this. It's an airplane reclining seat level of difference.
Yeah. They're like, put your seat up, sir. And I'm like, I thought it was.
Because if I'm too expressive, I'm going to die. That's what it is. It's because even when trends come back, it's still within the parameters of the great social media iPhone equalizer of, but not too crazy, but not too wild. It has to be in this global box of what everyone in the globe is doing.
And can understand and
digest. And we've all become alkaline and acid. We've all become a neutral milk toast number 7 right in the middle. Just the Wonder Bread of expression is what we've all turned into. Are we ever going to live in a time again where people blow their hair out and have more than a half an inch of volume?
And these people that want, I would say like anything. The general population, there's always a handful of people that are breaking the boundary a little bit of like the limits that they'll push. But I'm like, but even so, if you look at the fashion or the hair choices or the makeup choices, it's always in the past.
Exactly.
People that want big hair are like, but I miss my 80s hair. I miss my 90s clothes or my 80s clothes. And I'm like, yeah, because there is nothing in this time frame.
Yes.
That is giving you joy.
Yes.
Because we are going for the beige personality.
Absolutely.
And quite literally the beige clothes. And I'm like, this is disgusting.
We become, that's what I mean by like Wonder
Bread. Beige
society. Yeah, we become the beige society because that's what I mean. When you think back on like really imagine someone, 30 years old, 1982, 1983, 4, whatever, putting on her blue eyeshadow to her eyebrow and pink blush and a bold lip and the whole 9 yards with their hair 6 inches in the air. I think a lot of it from like an anthropological, psychological standpoint is because back then, before the internet, your tribe, and by that I mean not only your friends or your family, but like everyone you knew, your entire social ecosystem, who you saw at work, who you saw at the grocery store, in your town, in your life, your tribe, your pool was smaller. So there was this bravery to have that expression where we become the beige society because everything they do is in fear of global embarrassment.
Yeah.
The world is global now. So everyone's expression is indicative of, what if the world sees me now? It's not my small, safe ecosystem anymore. So it's in turn, it's taken the people here and it's taken the people here. And now we're all just kind of for 30 years wearing beige clothes and beige makeup and beige faces. Like we become, it's like sick.
There needs to be like a beauty revolution.
That's what I mean.
Like, and we need to break through the wall here because I feel like we're right there.
Yes.
And we've all kind of had enough of like the same boring trends. So like, but this is the thing, it comes from the higher ups of who's making the clothes and all of that. It's like, we are done. We're not gonna take it.
Yes.
No, we're not gonna take it.
Because we've almost become the way fast fashion has done that with everything.
My God.
We've almost become like a fast fashion species.
Yeah.
No one takes risk. No one does anything. We're all the H&M of humans.
Because everything to everyone is so fleeting. They're like, I'm not hopping on that bandwagon because I don't want to get made fun of if I jump on it too late.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's
where if everyone
crazy.
in your area or town back in the 80s was doing something or
You're like,
whatever the
"Ooh, I'll
case
try
may be.
that."
Exactly. There was less eyes on you. So there was that freedom to be a little bit more expressive because you were in your own community. There's no community anymore because it's a global community. So everyone now is just set on Medium to appease this global thing that's gone on. And
so sad.
We talked about it before too with Lady Gaga and like what her even influence in like 08, 9, 10 was. And I think you and I have come across like bitter at her for like abandoning the whole risky, the whole 9 yards. But it's kind of because even at my younger age, I was like, you know, around that time, I was like in my early 20s, I went like, wait, no, like I don't, because she went vanilla.
Yeah.
And there was actually around that time of the Fame and the Fame Monster and Born This Way. And because of Gaga's influence then on every other pop star, where think about red carpets with any musicians 15 years ago. Blue hair, pink hair, orange hair, green hair, eggs, moving dresses, makeup, crazy, whatever.
Yeah.
And what color's Katy Perry's hair now? What color is Nicki Minaj's hair now? What color is Christina Aguilera's hair now? Everybody's back. Now all of a sudden, everyone's what? We think it's a coincidence that all the pop girls that were wearing colored hair 13, 14 years ago, all of a sudden all just look like the same beige snatched Instagram models. They all look like
because they want to be digestible to everyone in this world.
They look like the hot Instagram makeup influencer.
Yeah.
Just on the red carpet.
Yeah,
no expression, no risks, no nothing.
Yeah. Your
Gaga
own
included.
individual style is gone.
That's what I mean. So it's the people like Lady Gaga that make
trends.
So then when she completely abandoned it, look what slowly happened even with all the other, because all the pop girls before Gaga, they were wearing their real hair.
They were wearing Miss Boo Boo
Girl
Delia's dress.
Girl.
With their hair curled like a girl going to prom.
Girl with that fucking Charlotte Russe dress with her natural hair
wet
just
seal
curling irons.
And with their wet seal hair too.
And then when Gaga came on the scene, all of a sudden Rihanna put on her red loud hair. Katy Perry strapped whipped cream to her breasts. And like all of a sudden they all stepped it up. And then when Gaga went off of it, then all of a sudden they all went back to it too. Now everyone's the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the sad part. I just almost wonder like, so what is why these things are a joke? Because I don't know. It's like, you got to almost ask yourself who would even set trends anymore if everyone's afraid to take a risk?
I don't know, but I think it's going to take someone to be like the standout here, whether it's
do crazy things and show themselves leaving their house with it.
Yeah.
That's because that's the thing about makeup people too, is like, that's why I always teach makeup from more of like an education standpoint, because I'm not putting, you know, editorial crazy 80s makeup on and then going out of my house. Like, so I'm not going to be putting that. But that's the difference. That's what I mean. You're a living example of it. You've always been since the day I met you. Like, and that's the difference. It's like,
because I don't know. I just like, you almost have to not care about.
You want to express yourself more than you care about being judged.
Oh, and I don't give a shit about trend.
Yes.
I'm like, who else is walking out of their house with like the dots on their face and this graphic liner that's cut off? I'm like, I don't give a flying fuck.
I know.
And if you don't like it, I'm not doing it for you.
Exactly.
I'm doing it for me. I want to do this because I want to do it.
That's what I mean. And for full circle moment, who's this inspired by? That's what I mean.
True. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Beautiful and Bothered. This has been eye-opening in many ways. I'd like to rethink trend and why, and you know, we get so angry about it, but it's like I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
Bored. I'm bored.
I'm disappointed.
I'm bored.
But it's just, so I hope I know I'm going to be breaking boundaries with fall makeup. I'm just going to like, I don't care because it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Who cares?
Who cares? Who even cares anymore?
Yeah. No one.
Do you care?
Do you? Fierce.
I want to make a short of that and post it on TikTok and call it like Monday Mood. just because I feel like that has sound potential. You know what I mean? People using it to stitch. Like if you just being like, who cares anymore?
Yeah. Do you care?
And then me going, do you care? It's me trying to like make a point in between going, well, do you care with the pause?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, I started this episode and I hope we inspired you to do the same thing. I started this episode by saying I wanted to catch up and do like 90 shit, whatever. Girl, I'm filming with orange blush.
I'm going to come over tomorrow. You're painted to your nipples like a pumpkin tomorrow. Stem on head.
This is Halloween.
Yes. Full pumpkin face tomorrow.
Girl, you come over. The house is decorated. I'm camouflaged in the pumpkin lineup.
Yeah,
and I just open my eyes
and I just see the whites and you're like,
Mama. Yeah. That baby doll makeup. That's the power of baby.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I really want to play around with like what like if we lived in a different time that social media didn't exist and we all weren't petrified of showing any individuality, what would we do?
And
that's
you know
almost what I want to do.
You know what I think you should do when you go to do your makeup? Take everything that is being used right now and put it away.
Yes, absolutely.
Take every color of everything, every lip liner, every lip color that is so trendy right now, throw it away in the closet. Because, and I challenge everybody when I do my makeup sometimes, even picking like a lip color when I come on here, because it's like, whatever.
Yes.
I'm like, what is everybody not doing?
Yes.
Because that's what I want to do. I want to do what people aren't doing.
Absolutely.
I'm so tired of it. Like when things are, I would never, you would never? Then I'm gonna.
Yes.
Because I want to do, every crayon needs to be used here.
Yes.
And I'm tired of the same ones. The nubs of your beige crayons. Give
girl,
it up.
Yes.
So, girl.
Absolutely.
So, like, when you do your makeup, literally get rid of
That's a great
think
idea.
of every single color that you wouldn't touch.
Yes.
And
that's
then
a
just
great idea.
Or like whatever color is not being talked about or touched right now, use them.
Yes. Love.
So fun.
Oof. All right. Well, guys, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can get your video episode one day early on Sunday. Comes in super handy when we do episodes like last week with Ulta, because you guys got the scoop on the Sunday tea. Make sure to also subscribe on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review if you can. And check out the Beyond Bothered Patreon, because at this point, we have so many videos over there, like 4 full-length monthly bonus episodes, music reactions, PR unboxings. There's weekly bonus episodes where we spill a lot of tea. There's so much content over there, and it is very affordable. So the link for that is in the description, as well as our links to leave us little Sephora testimonies if you can. But on that note, we love you. We'll see you next week. Wherever you are, we hope you are happy, safe, and healthy. And remember,
you are beautiful.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Mama.
Oh. Ooh.
Bye, baby.
Bike driver.
Bye.